Solar resources. A high average annual GTI, global tilted irradiance, is the most basic consideration for developing a solar PV project. The higher the resource, the greater the energy yield per kWp installed. When assessing the GTI at a site, care must be taken to minimize any shading that will reduce the irradiation received. Shading could be due to mountains or buildings on the far horizon, mutual shading between rows of modules, or shading near the location due to trees, buildings, or overhead cabling. Particular care should be taken to consider any shading that could occur due to future construction of projects or by growth of vegetation. Solar resources. Avoiding shading is critical, as even small areas of shade may significantly impair the output of a module or string of modules. The loss in output could be more than predicted by simply assessing the proportion of the modules that are shaded. Solar resources. When assessing the shading, it must be remembered that the path the sun takes through the sky changes with seasons. An obstacle that provides significant shading at midday in December may not provide any shading at all at midday in June. The shading should be assessed using the full sun path diagram for the location. Area. The area required per kWp kilowatt peak of installed capacity varies with the technology chosen. Distance between the row of modules, the pitch, required to avoid significant inter-row shading varies with the site latitude. Sites should be chosen with sufficient area to allow the required capacity to be installed without having to reduce the pitch to levels that cause unacceptable yield loss. For example, depending on site location, let's say latitude, and the type of PV module selected based on its efficiency, a well-designed PV power plant with a capacity of 1 megawatt peak developed in India is estimated to require between 1 and 2 hectares, that is 10,000 to 20,000 square meter of land. A plant using lower efficiency cadmium telluride thin film modules may require approximately 40% to 50% more space than a plant using multicrystalline modules. Area required for installation. The table lists the approximate area required for solar power plants for different technologies in India.